Hey, this is John Swanson, 300wordsaday.com, with a video post for July 27th, 2011. A while back I did a Bible survey. The link is on the post. And one of you asked me this question. Said, what do you do if you don't like to go to church on Sunday mornings? What do you do if every time you try and go to church, the service makes you cry, so you get embarrassed and don't go back? What do you do if someone at church is giving you unwanted attention? Just some thoughts. Often when I go to a church service, particularly away from where I work, I end up crying. In fact, almost every time. And I think that it becomes the one time in my week when I'm not in control of anything, and when I'm part of an experience that other people have worked on, asking God to help them, to help speak through them. And so it's not just some random experience, and it's an experience where people are trying to listen to God about connecting with God. And so I sit in the services, and it's just like, and it's taken me a while, but at this point, I don't care. Look all you want, but this part of this is conversation between me and God. I wonder whether reading a book called Girl Meets God by Lauren Winner, or Amazing Grace, A Vocabulary of Faith by Kathleen Norris might help. Girl Meets God I just read last week. Amazing Grace I have read I don't know how many times. It's a collection of essays. And both of these books are by women who have been on long spiritual journeys toward Christianity. And in Christianity, both of them kind of found themselves surprised by a relationship with Jesus. I don't agree with everything either of them says, and they probably wouldn't agree with me. But the sense of journey, the clarity and honesty in their writing, and their struggle to get past the cliches of faith, and understand what following God actually means, just are really powerful to me, and they might be helpful to you. As I was thinking about this question, I was looking through Psalms a little bit, and went to Psalm 38. If you read that psalm, it's going to feel some of it kind of crushing, because it's David talking about being crushed, but there were a couple of things that jumped out to me in relation to your question. One of them is David talks about how his friends and acquaintances are staying away from him because of his tears and all, and there's a sense of loneliness sometimes as we wrestle with God, or as God's talking to us. The other thing that's so compelling to me about that psalm is at the very end, David has in the last 4 lines says to God, "Don't turn your back, please be near, come quick to help." And in that, don't turn your back, be near, come quick to help, there is a plaintive passion of crying out to God that just grabs me. And I think that yeah, it's a really powerful image. And then one other thought, find a confessor. I don't mean a priest necessarily, but I mean someone that you can tell honestly, here's my struggle, here's my sin, and who can say back to you, God forgives you for that, you know. And then who can sit next to you or close to you on a Sunday morning, and when the tears start, can look at you and whisper, "He still does." And then they can glare lovingly at the prying eyes that are watching you. Hope that helps. Thanks for asking. This is John Swanson, 300wordsaday.com. Thanks for stopping by.